Hi, I thought it would be fun to share with you something from a different location. Plus, when I read from a book, sometimes it feels weird. So, anyway, that's what I wanted to tell you. I'm going to read to you a little segment from Don't Sweat the Small Stuff for Teens, and this one is about moods. I find at different times my mood gets affected on our quarantine here, but just in general. And this is a little reading about mood that I like and I would like to share with you. It's called Don't Let Your Low Moods Trick You. In my opinion, one of the most important ingredients of a happy, fulfilled, and successful life is an understanding of moods. Without it, you're almost sure to experience a great deal of frustration, stress, and anxiety. At times, you'll probably be deceived into believing that your life and what you're experiencing is even harder than it actually is, and you'll probably make a bigger deal out of things than you really need to. In other words, you'll be sweating the small stuff often. By learning about your moods, however, you can protect yourself to a large degree from illusions your mind can create when you're in a really bad mood. You'll be able to let go of things much easier now and know when to back off. Keep your sense of humor and get along better with everyone, especially yourself. In short, you'll save yourself a ton of grief and your life will become much easier. Think about how powerful and deceptive your moods can be. Most teens have told me that when their mood is good, they feel secure that for the most part, they'll enjoy their life. They're confident, responsible, happy, optimistic, and inwardly secure. They like their friends and themselves, and even mom and dad are pretty cool. When they think about a problem, while in a good mood, they feel relatively confident that they can still solve it. When they think about school, that's okay too. When someone says something mean and you're in a good mood, you may not like it very much, but you probably can handle it because you're patient and you have at least some perspective about things. However, think about how you experience these exact things when your mood is low. When you're feeling insecure, depressed, angry, or frightened, your life can seem unbearable everywhere you look. You see stress. Everywhere you look, you see stress, and you probably don't like yourself as much as you do when your mood is higher, and your friends or your parents or your teachers or anyone else. You tend to take things personally, and you don't like the way you look. You might even become more critical of others when your mood is low. School can seem like a drag, and even relatively small problems can seem insurmountable. You probably sweat the small stuff. And what's strange is your feelings in a low mood seem so accurate and realistic, as if you are seeing and feeling is the way things really are. We're all like this. But wait a minute. What does this tell you? The exact same life and the exact same set of circumstances, the same problems, the same challenges, body, parents, schoolwork, hassles, teachers, siblings, and so forth, seem very different depending on how you're feeling. In other words, when you're feeling off or low, it taints your view of everything you see and the way you experience everything in your life. It usually makes things seem worse than they really are. In lower moods, you'll always be more reactive, pessimistic, and negative. You'll take things more personally and you'll get frustrated more easily. What a great thing to know. Can you imagine how much easier life will be and how many arguments, conflicts, and problems you can avoid when you don't take your low mood so seriously? And when you don't take the thoughts you have during those low moods so seriously, when you recognize that you're not seeing things correctly in that moment? I'm not saying you don't have real problems. You do. I'm simply saying that you'll relate to those problems very differently depending on the mood that you're in. And knowing that is a huge relief. Here's the trick. When you're feeling low, down, angry, not yourself, serious, frightened, or whatever, rather than trust what you were seeing and feeling and taking it too seriously and reacting to it, See if you can become just a little suspicious of the way you're seeing things. Rather than blaming yourself or others or circumstances or your life or the way you're feeling, put at least some of the blame where it belongs, on your mood. Remember, if you were in a better mood, you would be looking at the same things very differently. Rather than saying, I hate my life, say to yourself, of course, it seems like I hate my life. My mood is really low right now. I'm always more negative about everything when I'm in a bad mood. But I know I won't feel this way when my mood goes back up. The idea is to be as graceful and patient as possible when your mood is low. Try not to overreact. Make important decisions, solve your problems, figure out your life, or argue when you're feeling low, because you won't have much common sense, compassion, or wisdom. It's hard because when you're feeling low, that's exactly when you're going to want to try to figure everything out, because that's when things seem so urgent and important. But if you can be patient when you're low and try not to overreact or panic, in many circumstances, your mood will start to change, perhaps even go back up on its own. And as it does, everything will look a lot better. Exercising patience takes a little practice, but it's worth it. I think it really is, and I hope that this is helpful for you. I know I'm going to try to apply it even today. Have a great day.